Hello everyone, Cobalt the 16th here today, and this episode of the Pixelmon Harmony series is going to be a bit different than they normally are because it focuses only upon the Mega Pokemon that I battled in between my last episode and this episode. So you can see I just defeated a Mega Tyranitar there, and I got a couple of rare candies as well as the Tyranitarite. But I battled a bunch of other ones in between my last video and now while I was building Mythring. And by no means is Mythring completely built now, but it has a lot more buildings than it used to, since it used to just be my greenhouse and my weird 3-story brick building. But in the next episode I am going to show some of the new features of Mythring, and I also am doing a crate opening because I have a bunch of the cookie crate keys that need to be used. But for now, let's get into today's video. So I found this Mega Slowbro in a mesa area, and I decided to battle it and record, of course, but I don't think I'm going to be using its Mega Stone, even though it is a very good defensive wall. I don't really like Slowbro that much as a Pokemon in my team, and I would rather use Mega Aggron if I was going to use a Mega Pokemon as a defensive wall, because, well, not only is it a Steel-type Pokemon, but it has a very good ability that I believe halves the incoming damage from super effective moves. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I would definitely rather use Mega Aggron than Mega Slowbro. And the next Mega Pokemon that I found was a Mega Pidgeot, and I really don't know why they gave Pidgeot a Mega form, but I know that I'm not going to be using this Mega Stone, so yeah, it was just to add to the collection. And I did get a Dragon Egg as well as a rare candy from it, so it was worth beating. The next Mega Pokemon that I defeated was a Mega Salamence, and I got some pretty good loot from it. Of course I got its Mega Stone since it was the first one that I've battled, but then I also got a Habanberry and a few gold ingots, as well as a Destiny Knot. And I do actually like Mega Salamence as a Pokemon, so I might use it. I found a Mega Altaria in the same area that I found Mega Salamence, and this one actually took a bit longer to knock out because it has a bit higher defense than Mega Salamence. But this one didn't really give me all that good of items, it just gave me an amulet coin and its Mega Stone, of course. And I don't really like using Mega Altaria. I've tried using it in the game, but it's definitely not my favorite, so I probably won't end up using its Mega Stone. It is sort of funny how inaccurate its hitbox is, because it was sitting on top of the tree and I had to aim below the tree on the first block above the ground in order to even attack it. After Mega Altaria, I found a Mega Ampharos, and this was surprisingly easy to knock out, but I was using a ground-type move with Excadrill, so I guess it makes sense. But I got the Mega Ampharosite, and I don't think I'll use it. It's definitely not one of my favorite Mega Pokemon. The next Mega Pokemon that I found was a Mega Alakazam, and I don't really like using Mega Alakazam all that well. I mean, sure, it does improve its stats a bit, but you only get one Mega slot on a team for a Mega Pokemon, and I would rather not use Alakazam. As a Psychic-type Mega, I would rather use Metagross, because of its boosted defense and its attack. So I probably won't ever use Mega Alakazam. After Alakazam, I found a Mega Manectric, and I don't really like Manectric as a Pokemon that much because it is a physical attacker and there aren't all that many physical electric moves that compare up to things like Thunderbolt, Thunder, all of the special attacks. So I probably won't use the Mega Pokemon. Mega Glalie was the next Mega Pokemon that I found, and it has an interesting design, but I don't really like Glalie over Frostlass, just because Frostlass has really good speed, it can learn Destiny, Bond, it has a lot of superior qualities, but I did get an ability capsule and the Mega Stone out of this. While I was recording this battle, I didn't realize that I had chunk borders shown, so there are just lines going up into the sky. Mega Aerodactyl is certainly one of the Mega Pokemon that I like most out of this list. Its Tough Claws ability and its base speed of 150 are both really good for battle, so I might use this one in the future. I don't know. But I did get a metronome, a couple of rock gems, and its Megastone, thankfully, from this battle. Mega Sceptile, with its unique typing of Grass Dragon, has 6 weaknesses. It has every single weakness of Dragon, and I'm almost sure it has every weakness of Grass. With 6 weaknesses, it isn't going to be showing up on my team. Mega Gardevoir's base special attack, special defense, and speed are extremely high, so it is really useful just by that, but also it has the ability Pixelate, which I might not be saying correctly, but that increases the power of all normal type moves by 30% and turns them into fairy type moves. So that will be very useful if I ever want to add Gardevoir to my team. I was very happy to find Mega Rayquaza because it was recently removed from Pixelmon, and that was because in order to Mega Evolve Rayquaza in the actual Pokemon games you just need to use Dragon Ascent, but up until one of these recent updates you had to use Rayquazanite in Pixelmon. So I knocked this out and got a bunch of emeralds, and the Megastone of course, but the Megastone is now being removed from the game. Mega Beedrill is not my favorite Mega Pokemon, and I don't know why, but it was the longest battle against a Mega Pokemon that I've had on this series. But they have the texture a bit wrong. I noticed that immediately when I saw it, because its wings are all pointed directly up, when they look a lot different in the actual game. So one of the reasons that this battle went on for so long was because I sent out Mario, and I really didn't want to use Mario against Beedrill. I don't know why, because I had Rock Tomb on it, but at the time I wasn't thinking of that, so I sent out other Pokemon, and the battle didn't really turn out how I wanted it to, so I ended up having Tyranitar get knocked out, and then I sent out Metagross, and I don't know why, but for this entire battle I was making some of the worst attack choices that I ever have, so I ended up using Zen Headbutt. And I know that is one of the worst moves you can use on a Beedrill. From this battle I ended up getting a Quick Claw, a Rocky Helmet, a piece of string, and the Megastone. And that doesn't really seem like a lot for the longest battle that I've ever had with a Mega Pokemon. But I'm just glad to have added the Megastone to my collection. The next Mega Pokemon that I found was a Mega Venusaur. And this battle didn't really go as planned either, because when I had the choice between Hammer Arm and Zen Headbutt, I went with Hammer Arm, and Zen Headbutt is super effective. And of course, Hammer Arm is not, so I don't know why I did that. But I ended up getting some vines, some sticks, the Megastone, and strangely enough I got a Wither Skeleton Skull from this battle. I don't know what that has to do with Venusaur, but it's sort of an interesting drop. And finally, I found my favorite Mega Pokemon out of them all, Mega Lucario. This Pokemon has the ability Adaptability, which increases all of its stab attacks from 1.5 times to 2 times damage. Add that on to the super effective damage and you have a real wall breaker, as well as the base 145 attack, 140 special attack, and I believe 112 speed. Every single stat on this Pokemon gets a boost, other than special defense and hit points from the Mega Evolution. So you will see this Pokemon on my team in the future. Well, like I said, today's video was a bit unique compared to the rest of the Pixelmon Harmony videos, but its main purpose was just to keep up to date with all of the Mega Pokemon that I've knocked out and gotten the stones for. So, thank you for watching today's video, and if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. This is Cobalt XVI signing out, and I will see you in the next video.